and sit down.
AMD diehards don't have to wait until 2018 for Ryzen Mobile on their gaming laptops. Instead, they can get an AMD chip now with the Asus ROG Strix GL702ZC, $1,499, which is the full power of a desktop Ryzen 7 1700 CPU paired with a Radeon RX580 GPU. However, with the desktop chip comes a big desktop issue: heat. You'll get some awesome speakers and a solid array of gaming hardware, but while the Strix's desktop CPU is a strong talking point, you likely won't notice its performance benefits in ordinary use. Design. The Strix does a good job of simulating the look of a metal chassis, even though the body is plastic and feels like plastic when you touch it. I love the way the lid appears, with its faux brushed aluminum look and silver ROG logo. I'll never like that logo, but it looks its best here, adorned by reflective accent lines on either side. In addition, there's a bunch of flex in the lid. It's incredibly easy to press down. When you lift the lid, you'll find the 17.3-inch, 1080p display surrounded by a thick bezel, a black plastic deck with orange accents and an orange ROG logo, as well as a full island-style keyboard with a number pad. At 16.3 x 11 x 1.3 inches and 7.1 pounds, the Strix is slightly smaller than its competitors. The Asus ROG 17X is a whopping 9.8 pounds and 16.4 x 11.6 x 1.5 inches, and the Acer Aspire V17 Nitro Black Edition is 7 pounds and 16.7 x 11.7 x 1.1 inches. With size comes room for ports, and the Strix had room for almost every accessory or monitor you'll need. Its left side boasts an Ethernet jack, a mini display port, an HDMI output, a USB Type-C port, a USB 3.0 port and a headphone jack. The right side has a lock slot, 2 more USB 3.0 ports and an SD card slot. Display. The Strix's display is bright, sharp and quite colorful. I watched the trailer for Avengers: Infinity War, and I could see the wrinkles in Vision's skin covered by the yellow Soul Stone, and make out every little goosebump on Peter Parker's arm when his spider sense goes off. When I played Middle-earth: Shadow of War, I could make out the leaves on green ivy growing on the ground and see the rust growing on a cage in an orc compound. The screen covers a great 119% of the sRGB color gamut, though desktop replacements have upped the ante on displays lately, and the average sits at 130%. The Strix is on a par with the Aspire, 118%, but behind the Ion, 192%. Asus display is by far the brightest in its class, at 341 nits in our light meter. That's brighter than the category average, 286 nits, the Ion, 289 nits, and the Aspire, 264 nits.